Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 15 Pro and compare it against the iPhone 11 and see which particular iPhone is a better one for you. Now, clearly, in every single way, the 15 Pro is by far the better iPhone, but the iPhone 11 is still a pretty good phone, and I wouldn't recommend buying this phone. I mean, I'd recommend buying it, but when compared to these two, the 15 Pro is so much better. If you want to pick up the 15 Pro or some other iPhones I would recommend buying this year, links will be down in the description. You can get that from there, and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these iPhones, you can see on the back they have a little bit of a different style kind of going on with both of them. So with the iPhone 11 on the front, you're getting that 6.1-inch Super Retina IPS panel. Actually, it's just a Retina IPS panel. It's a decent panel. It's like 750p resolution, but it's not really that good of a panel anymore, to be honest. You're getting pretty thick bezels around it. You have the notch up top. There's not a lot of reason to go ahead and use a phone like this or buy a phone like this as at this point. I think it's good enough for a lot of people, but like I said, you're much better off buying something like a 12 or 13 that has an OLED display. This one with an IPS panel is kind of outdated, and you definitely notice, and it's a 60 Hz panel. The iPhone 15 Pro, on the other hand, has a much better panel. This one's a 120 Hz display. It's 6.1 inches, so you're still getting that 6.1-inch display. It is a dynamic AMOLED display, which is it's a Super Retina XDR OLED display, not a dynamic AMOLED. And you are getting the dynamic island at the top. That's what I meant to say. Dynamic island is super cool. It allows you to kind of utilize more features within your device, and it's a super nice feature. So that right there is a really cool thing. From the top right, I mean, there's not much else going on with it, but ProMotion is really nice. The same size display and basically less bezel on this phone. I mean, this is a really, really good looking phone for sure. Now for the rest of the body, you can kind of see again, overall, you're definitely getting, like I mentioned before, very good type of capability on both. With the iPhone 11, this is a very solid phone. The iPhone 11 is still going to be here for many, many generations, probably for like another 2 years. But I definitely do like how the iPhone 15, you are getting this flat side. It's definitely more modern. And that is kind of the way that a lot of these devices are looking more towards rather than the iPhone 11. A big difference though too, the iPhone 11 has a SIM card tray. The iPhone 15 does not. But another difference is actually with the bottom of both these phones. So the iPhone 11 actually has a Lightning port. The iPhone 15 Pro has a USB-C port, which is exactly what I'm charging. And that is a very, very nice feature to have. USB-C is so cool. It's basically the future. A lot of devices coming up are going to be supported with USB-C. So once again, that's a really, really nice feature to have. And you're going to be getting that type of capability on the iPhone 15 Pro. So keep that in mind as well. On the back of both of these, you can kind of tell that between both, the iPhone 15 Pro is, again, the better one for sure. You're getting a frosted glass back on the back of this phone, which feels and looks very, very good. The iPhone 11 with the standard glass back is still good enough for a lot of people, but I definitely do like having the frosted glass back on the iPhone 15 Pro. On top of that, you're getting triple camera setup, wide ultra-wide telephoto lens. The iPhone 11 having that dual wide and ultra-wide camera is really nice, but I definitely do like the 15 Pros. I mean, by far, this one's the better looking one. You're getting wireless charging on the back of both of them, MagSafe capability on the back of the iPhone 15 Pro, which is very nice, and overall, lots and lots of overlap. I like both these phones a lot. Still, there's a lot of overlap too. But definitely the iPhone 15 Pro by far is the better one for sure in basically every single way. Now in terms of software and longevity, you are definitely going to be getting the longer lasting phone from the iPhone 15 Pro. This iPhone 11 is probably going to last like another 2 years, if that, and that is basically going to be it. I still feel like the iPhone 11 is going to be here for many generations. I still love this phone a lot, but like I mentioned, you are definitely going to be getting a longer lasting phone on the iPhone 15 Pro, no matter which way you look at it. This one came out in 2019. That's, 4 years ago. It's definitely coming to its end of life probably in the next 2-3 years. So we'll see what happens. The 15 Pro definitely wins here though. Let's go and do a speed comparison. The iPhone 15 Pro has that Apple A17 Pro chip inside of it with 8 GB of RAM, where the iPhone 11 has that Apple A13 Bionic chip inside of it with 4 GB of RAM. So let's go and see which one's the faster one between both. Okay, there we go. All the apps are quiet in the background. Let's get into it. Phone calls 3, 2, 1. 15 Pro is faster and way less glitchier. Music 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go up out of here. Clock 3, 2, 1. Okay, camera 3, 2, 1. I don't really think there's that big of a difference so far, to be honest. Photos 3, 2, 1. Although the iPhone 11 has been glitching up a little bit as I'm opening up the applications. Let's go into settings 3, 2, 1. Okay, 15 Pro slightly faster. Those are basic apps. These apps aren't really that crazy, and you shouldn't really expect to see massive differences with these ones, at least as far as I can tell. So far these have been pretty decent, nothing super crazy yet. I don't know why that pop-up happens every time, it freaks me out. We do have some of these third-party apps we can try opening up. We can try Facebook 3, 2, 1. I think I am logged in here, so there's probably going to be a slight difference, as you can tell. Hopping out of here. It's going to Netflix 321. I don't know why this one's having a network error, so we'll just kind of slide out of this one. Let's go and get it to thank you 321. And the 15 Pro is the faster one. The iPhone 11 a little bit slower. Let's go and get into Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And I think the 15 Pro again is going to be the better one. Actually, the iPhone 11 kind of got into this one faster. I don't know what it is with Temple Run 2. It just like gives me so much eye-opening experience on some of these apps. And sometimes I don't know, like it's just kind of all over the place with some of these apps, to be honest. Hopping out of these two. Let's go and get into Snake First Blocks, 3, 2, 1. Okay. iPhone 15 Pro, I think, was the faster one here. The iPhone 11, just a little bit slower, nothing crazy, but just like a tiny bit slower. Hopping out of these two. Snapchat, which I don't have. Let's go into Spotify, which I had here somewhere. 3, 2, 1. I think I'm logged in here though. I am logged in, so slight difference there. I don't know why this one doesn't have internet. Very weird. Stack 3, 2, 1. And kind of the similar experience too, although the iPhone 11 kind of got into that one faster. I'm not really too sure why. So overall, when it kind of comes down to it, both are very good performing phones for the most part. I would probably tell you the 15 Pro is definitely going to be faster. It's smoother, it's a less glitchier, and I definitely do think the 15 Pro by far wins here over the iPhone 11 for sure. So that kind of covers it up there. Now in terms of the camera side of things, you are definitely getting a better camera setup for sure in every single way on the 15 Pro than on the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 had a dual camera setup, wide and ultra wide camera. The iPhone 15 Pro has a wide ultra wide telephoto lens, much bigger lenses, but also they both can do 4K at 60 on the front and the back. But it's just, the 15 Pro is definitely going to be better. It's kind of how these things kind of go. With the iPhone 11, you're definitely getting basically the better sensor in every single way. So you're getting 0.5x zoom on the outside. That's a pretty big deal. 5x zoom on the inside, which is honestly a really, really nice thing. So it's still good enough for the most part. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done, and I think it's a good advantage for the most part. You're getting time-lapse mode, portrait mode, panorama mode, lots of good stuff between both, but definitely when compared to something like the iPhone 15 Pro, this is by far the better sensor in basically every single way. The iPhone 15 Pro, you're going to be getting just, basically the better sensor that I can think of in almost every single dimension. I don't know why the camera's not working, come on. With the 15 Pro, you're getting 0.5x zoom still. You're getting 15x zoom though on the inside. That's a pretty big feature. Having 15x zoom is very nice. That's one advantage going with this device. You have video mode, cinematic mode, slow mode, portrait mode. Like you have lots of good stuff with this type of device, and that is something that I love about this phone. So if I were to pick up one device for the most part over the other one, I think something like the iPhone 15 Pro would probably be the one that would make the most amount of sense to me. Although the iPhone 11 is still good, I think the 15 Pro is the one I'd recommend most people to buy, which is quite obvious. So to kind of sum it up, what I'll definitely tell you is getting a device like the 15 Pro, although it's more expensive, is the one that makes the most amount of sense. It is a great device, it has a lot of capability, and it's a beautiful looking phone too. I mean, you're getting dynamic island, better display, USB-C, better battery life, better performance, better camera. Basically everything's better on this phone. I think the 11 is still good though. Like, it's a good phone if you still own it and still have it, but I don't know if I would recommend people to buy this phone anymore. Like, just go ahead and buy the 13, the 12s. I think this phone is good for like a really budget phone, but there's really no competition here. The 15 Pro kind of takes the cake. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, help me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.